Hey, what's good, dog? Welcome back to another episode of Newsmin, the show where we talk about multiple things because there's too much stuff going on right now to make an individual video about each thing that's going on. I just got done recording the video for today, and all of a sudden I hear that Donald Trump was nearly assassinated at a rally in Pennsylvania. And so I immediately took to Twitter, and then I immediately ran out my room and told my parents to turn on the news, doesn't matter what channel, and then we were all watching it on the news for a little bit. Yeah, so it hasn't even been an hour yet. And so I want to talk about this real quick as I'm editing this video here.
The chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Now, of course, you start hearing the first initial shots, and Trump was a little bit off-put by it. He's like, what's going on? And then all of a sudden, you hear him grab his ear. So that was when the bullet actually hit his ear, or maybe it grazed it. I don't know. We'll see some photos in a sec. It is a little bloody. I don't know if this video is going to get age-restricted, but, you know. In this clip in particular, I have massive respect for the Secret Service and the SWAT team and everyone around with, like, the rifles and stuff. They were, like, on the top of their game, I swear. Like, they were looking around. They're hopping on Trump and trying to body block him and make sure that no one else landed any shots on him. It was crazy, bro. Like, I can't even imagine being a Secret Service because you have to sacrifice your life for these politicians and stuff. And like, oh man, I don't know if I could even do that because no one likes politicians, so you know. But we love Donald J. Trump. Everyone at your homes, we need to pray for our man, Donald Trump. Make sure that the liberals do not get to him. Make sure that the furries do not rig the election once again. And then there was another round fired, it sounded like, but nobody knows what's going on still. Like, oh, are those gunshots? Is someone firing a crossbow? Like, what is this, like Legend of Zelda or something? But yeah, obviously we don't know who was behind this. We don't know if the man was caught that did this. I mean, I don't know why I'm assuming it's a man. It's probably some non-binary person. Because are the Democrats behind this? I don't know. We don't know. I'm just reporting on this because, you know, I think this is just crazy. And then there's the moment we've all been waiting for. Trump is fine. He was just hurt in his ear and stuff, and then he raises his fist in kind of in a defiant way. That's what the people in Fox News said on the TV just now. So yeah, he gets carried downstairs into the secret car and stuff, and he lives another day. But yeah, this is absolutely gonna be the biggest highlight in the entire election process. The fact that someone tried to assassinate this man that everyone hates for some reason. He got hit, he got grazed in the ear, but then he walks away from it. That's crazy, bruh. That deserves a vote at least. Like, before November, I'll finally be 18, and so I'm registered to vote and stuff, and so I'll be able to vote, and gosh dang it, Trump, this is legendary, okay? Never in my lifetime have I seen a presidential candidate face an assassination attempt. This is crazy. There's someone, okay, I want to know who's behind this, okay? I swear, if they don't figure this out in the next week, I'm going to be very angry, because I want to know who the frick is responsible. Everyone's going to be talking about this for like ever. This is going to be, it's like the JFK assassination. It took forever for people to figure out who killed John F. Kennedy, and people still aren't sure on who did it. I guess that's all I have to say, because that's all there really is to say. This is wild. This is, I can't even believe it. I don't even know how to feel right now. But yeah, back to your regular scheduled program. We're going to be talking about Boogie 2988, Candace Owens, and Katy Perry. Not in that order, but first, Boogie 2988. Let's get it. All right, bye. Hey, what's good, dog? Coming right back at you with another Newsmin episode, the show where we talk about multiple things because there's too much stuff going on the internet to make a single video about each individual thing that's going on. So today we're going to be talking about Boogie2988, and so let's just get right into it, because I know you all clicked on the video for Boogie2988. Now, Boogie in particular, he is known for many controversies throughout his entire career. All of these scams and lies and the whole 9 yards. He is just not the best person. Has he ever gone as far as touching kids? Not yet, but his latest controversy is about crypto. And I'm going to give a quick summary because that is all I'm here to do. Now, Boogie was in contact with these crypto bros and they paid him $10,000 to make a video promoting their meme coin. I think it was called like Fatty Coin or whatever. And he made this little ironic video here with his GF that looks like she's 12 years old. Guys, invest into this meme coin and you'll make bank, I promise you. Actually, lol, just kidding. If you invest into this coin, you will lose money, I promise you. But do it anyway because it's funny. That's basically what he was saying. Kind of, but not really, but you know, you get it. He was implying that his fans should invest into the meme coin because it's funny, but they're probably gonna lose money. And that's exactly what happened, okay? He rug pulled them. And so people were immediately outraged, okay? He stole like $80,000 from his fans. And he's like, oh, well, I told them they were gonna lose money. They're stupid if they did invest into it, but thanks for the money anyways. But then people lashed back again. Boogie, you knew that some of your fans were going to invest into this so that you could rug pull them. So that's pretty scummy. You intentionally scam people, whether or not you even told them that they were going to be rug pulled, because you knew people were going to invest into it anyways. If you're clued in on the situation a little more, then you probably seen some podcast clips with Wings of Destiny, Keemstar, and some other people. And it was just basically them trolling Boogie, and then Boogie stripped down naked. I don't think I need to show any of that. I'm just here to say basically what happened. Now, many people agree that Boogie's career is not officially over. He's going to keep being a lol cow, making videos and committing to the bit of him being that lol cow that everyone knows and loves because he scammed his fans, and among other things that he did throughout his career. Getting 10K to promote a crypto scam, getting 80K to prove you actually have cancer. Oh, I forgot about the cancer! That's the whole point of this. He lied about having cancer and I forgot to talk about it. What have I done? At one point or another, Boogie's next defense is that he wanted to use the money to go further towards his hospital bills because he's been fighting cancer. But it turns out he lied about that too. He doesn't technically have cancer yet. He's suspicious that he might have cancer and he's still waiting for some results by his doctors and stuff. Next up in the news, we have Katy Perry's latest music video titled Woman's World. Now, I'm not really going to show any bits of the music video, let alone even play the music, because all of that is copyrighted. I've already learned my lessons in previous videos where I keep on getting copyright claimed for simply showing the thing. So I'm going to stick to screenshots and reading these tweets and stuff. But just so you know, the music video is full of all kinds of honkers and booties. It is highly schmexualized, and so I'd rather not have that on my own channel anyways. I don't give a frick what y'all say. This is the 2010s pop we've been missing. Just heard Woman's World on the radio and gosh, the tears in my eyes. The lyrics, the beat, the delivery, the rhythm, the sound, the production, the flow, everything was garbage from beginning to end. Definitely the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. Putting two gay men instead of two lesbian women in a music video for a song titled Woman's World is definitely a choice. Katy Perry, it's a woman's world and you're lucky to be living in it. Also Katy Perry. And then there's her voting for the male candidate for mayor of Los Angeles, I think, instead of the woman candidate. That's kind of funny. Here's the top comment on the music video. This is what a feminist video clip would look like if it was made by a guy. I totally agree, because it was directed by a woman. I looked at the credits, and then it was produced by men. So those gay men that was in the background or whatever, those were provided by men. And so if it was produced by women, maybe there would be two lesbians. Actress Abigail Breslin criticizes Katy Perry for working with Dr. Luke and praises Kesha. I'm just saying, working with known abusers in any industry just contributes to the narrative that men can do horrid poopy and get away with it. I didn't know who Dr. Luke was until this music video dropped, but yeah, he allegedly R-worded women and stuff, but he still has a job and he's still working with these famous people like Katy Perry, and it's just not fair. They're all white, skinny, and schmexualized, claiming to want a woman's world in a song produced by a rapist with a video featuring hyper-sexualized versions of feminist icons is certainly a choice. The Guardian gives a score of 20 out of 100 to Katy Perry's latest single, Woman's World. Perry's solo return is a dated attempt at writing a feminist anthem about how women really can have it all. It's a song that made me feel stupider every sorry time I listened to it. This garbage has 6 writers. You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of the people behind The Acolyte, the new Star Wars show that everyone hates. It seems like the majority, if not all of the people that are like writing it and directing it, they're all like these liberal, millennial Gen Z women. Like, what's going on? I've been seeing some of their videos pop up on Twitter and stuff. They've been filming TikToks. They get hate comments on their TikToks and they reply to them by singing and dancing to them. Like, there are bad ways of like responding to criticism, and then there's cringe ways. This is cringe and bad because you're not actually addressing the concerns of the people are having, and you're laughing in their face by singing and dancing. So yeah, The Acolyte is probably not going to get a season 2. Maybe it is because it's made a lot of money regardless, but let's hope not. I guess that's just a mini story in today's Newsman episode, but Katy Perry's music video, yeah, that's about it. So what do I think about the whole feminist thing in the music video itself? Well, obviously, I think it's cringe. Modern feminism has fallen off. The only cool feminists are Rosie the Riveter and anyone before the, new millennium. Plain and simple. I would highly encourage you to watch the music video yourself as long as you are not 12, because again, it's highly schmexualized, and I don't want to solicit people that are significantly younger than me to watch a music video like this. They're probably going to do it anyway, but still, I'm not going to solicit it. But still, highly recommended if you hate modern feminism and you hate Katy Perry. You can laugh at it. It's really as simple as that. I don't really have any new ones to provide. It's just cringe because it's just generic feminist slop. Like, there's nothing else to say. So let's move on. Candace Owens is making headlines because she's continuing to be pseudo anti-Semitic and stuff. If you know about her falling out of the Daily Wire because she was beefing with Ben Shapiro plus much more, then this is just going to be an extension of that because she doesn't confide to society's rules, let alone Daily Wire's rules. She's just gonna do her own thing. And that's kind of what I do as Professor Teeks. If I was ever assigned to a role in a business like the Daily Wire, I would probably be miserable as frick. And so I'm doing my own thing. And I say all kinds of things that get everyone mad. Every single person I can possibly get mad, I do it. Whether it's intentional or not, sometimes I make people mad on accident. Like my Dr. Disrespect video, people were criticizing me about reporting on the situation. And that was basically it. Maybe there's something I'm missing, maybe I didn't read the comments properly, but it seems people are mad about me cashing in on views with a relevant topic. That's just how YouTube works. Anyway, peep this Candace clip.
On innocent people. Candace. Come on, that's the difference. They experimented on twins. I mean, some of the stories, by the way, sound completely absurd. I'm like, the idea that they just cut a human up and then sewed them back together. Why would you do that? Literally, even if you're the most evil person in the world, that's a tremendous waste of time and supplies. Just slice a person in half and sew them together. That just sounds like bizarre propaganda.
Now, what she was talking about in this episode is this Nazi scientist back during the Holocaust named Josef Mengele, aka the Angel of Death. You can probably watch this video here if you want to know the full Josef Mengele lore, but basically he did the, experiments on the Jews. And of course, everyone's in agreement that the Holocaust did in fact happen, and if you deny the Holocaust ever happening in any way, that is basically the definition of anti-Semitism. That's not my rules, that's someone else's rules. Anti-Semitism, it means a lot of things these days, apparently. And the fact that Candace Owens is going out of her way to deny the severity of these experiments on the Jews by the Angel of Death, she's technically being anti-Semitic because she's denying the severity of the Holocaust in one way or another. Which kind of sounds harmless, but anti-Semitism is anti-Semitism. And people don't like anti-Semites, unless if you're a liberal or a neo-Nazi. Kanye West starting to think Candace Owens might be a little crazy. You see, that's kind of funny. If you don't know, Candace is actually friends with Kanye, and they did like a podcast episode recently, and they actually released the whole thing recently. And of course, like a year or two ago, Kanye was saying all those anti-Semitic things, and now Candace is following through and saying slightly less anti-Semitic things, but they're still anti-Semitic. You see, Candace has kind of had this denial thing in her brain for a while. Like, she sees a situation, she sees a historical event, and she's like, did that actually happen though? Like 9/11, she made a whole hit piece on 9/11 because a lot of people do that, but her doing it, that's crazy. Like, I know there's the whole conspiracy, some people don't think it's a conspiracy, but like the World Trade Center buildings, the structures, they're so weak. Even Donald Trump agrees. Why were they so weak? Like, they were supposed to be super strong, but the planes hit them and then the buildings just collapsed. Why? It must have been done on purpose. George Bush did 9/11, case closed. You see, there's some conspiracies I kind of subscribe to, but I don't go too crazy, okay? If you believe every single conspiracy that is put in front of you, I'm sorry, but there might be something wrong with you. And so with that being said, Candace Owens, there might be something wrong with you. Maybe Kanye here is right. You might be a little crazy. And it hurts me to say all this because she might be right about some of these things. Like, maybe 9/11 was done by Bush himself and the towers were purposely made to be weak, or they were blown up on the inside, whatever the frick. Maybe Yosef Mengele was exaggerated and he's not as bad as he really was. We don't know. I wasn't there for 9/11 or World War II. I still like to listen to Candace Owens. I have her pulled up on my YouTube right now. I was watching her before I started recording this video because there are still some truths in the things that she says. She's a devoted Catholic. She was Christian, but she was, converted to Catholicism because she married a dude and stuff. And she's like the perfect black queen. Like, if I were to marry a black chick, it would be someone like Candace Owens, as long as they're not Catholic. I want them to be Christian. I don't really vibe with Catholicism. I love my Mexican community. I love Hispanic Catholics. But, I'm not gonna, I guess that's about it for today's video. Sub to the second channel, follow the Rumble, Instagram, Twitter, X, TikTok, and join the Discord server. Follow other social media. Bye-bye.